Welcome back, everyone, to this edition of Try Hard Racing with me, Roll Cage TV, where I continue to do the best I can with what I've got, which is not a lot of talent, but a whole lot of um, grand touring, yeah, that's what it is. Grand touring. That's what GT stands for. I mean, in English. Got those two. Now we are ready to do the fully upgraded GT class. And my car is the Bentley. And is it clean? I think it's clean. I think I cleaned it before I upgraded it in the last episode. And upgrades, I upgraded it before my break last episode, and we are ready to go. In fact, this looks like, is it just a single? Yeah, it's just a single round. So it's all or nothing. I have to finish this in first place, and everyone here is going to have fully upgraded cars, so I think I can do it. They'll start me in 11th. It's a circuit race, not an elimination. So, that should be a bit easier. Not the BMW, the Bentley. And if you hear chewing in the background, that's because it is a Saturday afternoon, and I have my pretzels next to me, my snack pretzels, because that's what I do. I try to do it quietly, but I don't have lunch usually beforehand. I probably will. Oh, it's starting in 7th. That's nice. Is that still out of me too? Yeah. Okay.
Gonna come in there. Looks like we are ready for lakeside.
Words. I don't like word. All right, here we go. Is this a point to point? This might be a point to point course. Yeah, 5% it says. I like the point to point races. Mostly because of the scenery. A little more scenic. Whoa! Oh, don't hit him. Little lucky. He came across the road more than I thought he was going to. I mean, I saw him flip early, but I didn't. It seemed to defy physics, him sliding across the road that far after flipping to the right and then hitting something over there rather than smashing into what he hit. It looked like he bounced off it. Maybe it was a rubber baby buggy bumper that he bounced off of. I'll say that sometimes to warm up make sure my voice is good before stream. Rubber baby buggy bumper. Baby buggy bumper. So that was a deep inside joke. It was only inside my head. Actually, I guess my roommates also hear me. So far, I mean, don't count your chickens before they hatch or your paychecks before they cash, but I think I'm going to, I think I have a pretty good chance of getting first place in the event. The guy behind me is my rival. Oh, wait. Gotta make sure I tell my roommate to hold his position. Otherwise, he might, my roommate, my teammate to hold his position. But yeah, my rival is right behind me. They also have a little speed boost over the rest of the cars. Playing a little defensively here, am I? That was valid. I didn't smash into him. I cut him off, but I didn't smash into him. If he hit the wall, that was on him. I made no contact. He had more than enough room to yield. At that point, it was his fault if he decided to go through that gap they took away. So there. Yay! Brings first place. I got the check mark with nothing next to it. They only put text after near your check mark to say objective completed or something, don't they? You just got a green check mark at the all by itself. Anyway, finish that up. And we should have won the team. Yes. Continue. I am going to look and see if there's anything else to spend money on in the team section. I think I did this before, though. Sponsors are broken. Teammate development, I know. I did everything I want to do with him. I don't want him to get better. Yeah, I don't want him to get better because he might beat me. Mechanics development. Racecraft earnings are not important. Vehicle upgrade prices are reduced. Is there vehicle purchase prices? Cut from winnings. Loan car, that's important. Vehicle purchase price, I got all those. Repair costs reduced, got all of those. Racecraft earnings were important early on, but I'm already at 96, so that doesn't matter at all to me. Boost duration, I'm not using boosts. Sponsorship activities, that's broken. Sponsorship requirements, that's broken. Sponsorship prize monies is broken. And it hurts that I spent money on all these things when it turns out they're broken. So yeah, the only other thing here that I could possibly do is increase my racecraft multiplier. But I'm already at a level where I don't need it, so it's not worth it. I don't think. Save my money until in case I want to buy a car, so I don't have to do a loaner. So with that in mind, go back to the career and see what they want now. Oh, they just want the same. No, it's a different car now, right? Yes, now it is Class 2 events. And GT Class 2. Do I have a GT Class 2 car? And see if I click this and I only have one available to me. It might not give me the option for delivery. Ah, okay. I could take the Viper, or I could buy the Porsche, which is what I would want to do. Spend my money on that. These I don't have access to until I win an event, so I wouldn't use those. But they're giving me this one. Is it worth spending the money on the Porsche? I mean, the Viper's okay. If I spend money on the Porsche, sorry, say Porsche, because that's the German pronunciation, Porsche, close enough. It's not a Porsche, it's a Porsche. Better braking. That's the only thing that says power. Oh, slightly less power, but better braking. Slightly less power, huh? I have some money. I could just save it up in case I need it for upgrades. But let's buy my first car. I haven't purchased a car yet. And I can't upgrade it yet because this is just racecraft, yeah. Okay. But there it is. I bought my first car. How exciting is that? Didn't have any other good things to spend the money on. Now I will need these upgrades, but I'm going to need like 50 or something for that, and I can't for all of them. And you know, I can't livery. And that one. And customize. Yeah, customize. That one or that one? What's that one? Yeah, okay. Race numbers on? Yes, of course. Yeah, even though it's 22, I'd rather have 23. I wish they let you edit the number, but they don't. Okay, and back and back and back. And 2 rounds, so I should get my 7 miles in the 2 rounds. And it's just a circuit race. That's a circuit race. That's a time attack. Okay, funny that the... Okay, that's not the... That's the final, but it's not the fully upgraded. That's the time attack. But there wasn't... Often I've seen these 4, that meant there were 3 levels of upgrade. Because then this is without upgrades, level 2 upgrade, level 1 upgrades, level 2 upgrades, and then level 3 upgrades, which are sometimes fully upgraded and then fully upgraded, which was the case up here. Only 3 of them, right? Yeah, there are only 3 here. Okay. Well, that'd be cool. Yeah, the Porsche, that's what I want. I always put my livery, customize my livery on the one car of the class. That way I know that's the car I've been using or want to use. Because you have to reselect it every time. And the one you were using last time isn't necessarily in the front of the pack. It doesn't necessarily default to the one you used last time. The game doesn't necessarily default to a lot of things. Alright, let's see how the unupgraded Porsche does. Slightly less power, which makes no sense to me. Over the Dodge Viper, the Porsche has less power. Yeah, okay, well, fine. Trying to make the game competitive. It should definitely have better handling, but it doesn't. That's the same handling, but better brakes. I'll accept that. I mean, I don't know what modern Vipers are like, but Dodge doesn't do racing. I mean, these are supposed to be like stock cars. But Dodge doesn't make racing cars. They're not all like stock necessarily. I don't think there's a Dodge racing circuit, unless you count demolition derbies. Am I right? aren't exactly races. Dodge trucks should sponsor demolition derbies. That would be hysterically funny. And the event would be the Dodge. Or the Dodge on. Whoa! Oh! Slowed me down a little, but not as much as the guys behind me, hopefully. It's like you don't know which way they're going to flip because they bounce funny. Their momentum doesn't carry them in the same direction with each flip, which you would normally do. It's the rubber baby buggy bumpers, which are regulation, you know, in Dodge races. You need those buggy bumpers, the rubber bumpers. Whoa! Oh! Kind of got screwed up. Yeah, you see. Now look, I make a nemesis out of him. He's now my nemesis. And so they're going to give him a speed boost. And you tell me why he has a reason to be mad at me. When he spins his car an inch in front of me. But the game says, oh, there was some collision. There was some collision over, 5 nanometers or whatever. Newton, 5 newtons, Newton force? Yeah, 5 micronewtons. Therefore, let's see, foot-pounds. What is the metric equivalent to foot-pounds? You know it's not meter kilograms. I think it's newtons. 5 micrometer kilograms. That's what it is. I'm an American. I'm not supposed to know these things. I only know these things because, I went to school and stuff. I guess that doesn't make me a real American. Having a higher education, not a real American. All right. There's this site YouTube channel I used to watch. It's gotten really annoying lately. They were mostly, and I'm not going to mention their name because, like I said, they're mostly annoying. But they used to do a lot of times with geometry problems or probability problem, like what's the odds of this or that happening given, he actually wrote some books and geometry. You have this square with this triangle halfway, the points on the triangle are so far out of this and that, and overlaying different geometrical figures with a limited number of units marked, and you were supposed to figure out, well, what's the area of the square or whatever. Or this little piece, it's a square with a heart shape cut out of it. What's the area of the pieces in the square that are not part of the heart shape? Those kind of things. But then he started doing things like the problem that the internet is, this fooled the internet. Grade school problem fools the internet. There's really clickbaity kind of things that are really stupid because some dad doesn't know their kid's math question and types on Reddit, hey, can anybody give me the answer to this, doesn't mean that, you know, all adults are stupid because they weren't just taught the thing in class that their child was just taught and expected to know on the test. Anyway, they're usually stupid questions, much lower level stuff than what he used to do, and much more sensationalized stuff. So I stopped watching him. Why that came up in my brain, I don't know. Why anything comes up in my brain, I don't know. All I know is I earned $81,000 for that, so I'll easily be able to afford upgrades. And I got the mileage for stage 2. Okay. For the stage 1 upgrades. So I should be able to jump right into the next event. Oh! That was enough for stage 1 upgrades, but it was a multi-race event. Once again, I did not catch that. So they will start me last, but that's okay. As long as it's not an elimination race, I'll have enough time to climb up the event ladder. Or the race position. Why can I hear the announcers, but I can't hear the engineer? When I turn the announcers down and the engineer's voice up. I mean, I know the reason is because they purposely gargle the engineer's voice. Because, you know, the grid circuit can afford to buy, you know, Bentleys and BMWs and, you know, all these other vehicles, but they can't afford a decent microphone. A decent microphone and good Wi-Fi or whatever for your driver. It's to add color to the game, right? The announce. See how bad that is? The announcers are supposed to be speaking over stadium speakers, right? But you can hear the stadium speakers from inside your car better than you'd hear your engineer who's speaking to you directly into your helmet. So obviously their Wi-Fi connection is not as, you know, their wireless connection is not as good, or his microphone is not as good as just the sound going across the air. Because that's how that works these days. What? How did I get a nemesis? Whoa, I looked up at my position at a bad time. You see how this guy's got a speed boost now? I don't know what I did to you, buddy. One lap, oh what? One lap of what? What? And I swear, I'm gonna go back in the options and I'm gonna verify that I have his voice turned all the way up. I don't think I have the announcer's voice turned all the way down. But I have his voice, my engineer's voice, turned all the way up. I still cannot understand a word he's saying. Now, I could turn the game sounds up, but then, you know, maybe I'd be able to hear him over the sound of the blaring engines, but then I'd probably get a migraine from listening to the engines so loud. I still probably wouldn't be able to hear him over the engines then. And my Nemesis, even though he got the speed boost, I got a good gain on him. I believe that my Nemesis may indeed pass the guy who's currently in second. I don't know. He's definitely closed the gap on him. Hard brake, hard brake, hard brake. Very poorly done. Yeah, see, in case you didn't believe that your Nemesis gets a speed boost, you see how he's passing the guy that I passed that was well ahead of him. Now he's the guy that I was fighting first place for. Now you see the Nemesis is right up on top of him. Ah, maybe he's losing a little ground right now. But I got him as a Nemesis several places back. Final lap. I have another Nemesis, but he's way back in the pack. And I don't know if that ever wears off. I don't think it wears off. He grants forgiveness after a while. So it looks like he's just keeping up with that guy. He's not coming out. He's not able to pass him. It may be that if they lose so many positions on you, they stop getting the speed boost. I don't know. Yeah, he seems to be falling back now, the Nemesis. He caught up and now he's falling back. So I'm not sure what that is. I'm more interested in watching the fight for second place than I am in watching my race, of course. It's more exciting. I didn't have to tell my teammates to back off this time. Yay, first place! Yay. I suppose I could... I'm thinking about how I could practice before I start the stream. I'd have to pick a car that I've already fully upgraded, that I'm not likely to use again. I don't know. Oh, I know what I could do. I could do a really long 20-lap race around the longest circuit, and then make sure I don't finish. Exit the race. I don't think you get your miles then. Who knows? This game, maybe they give you your miles even if you just kept restarting the race. They'll add all the miles up. All right. I won that. And were there 2 races, or did I do the 2 races? I lost count. I can't count to 3 in my head. Okay. I'm done. And they don't put me back where I was. At least they put me in the right. Okay. There were 2 rounds. I did 2 rounds. I just want to keep track. Okay, this is also 2 rounds. And now for this, I should get GT Class 2. Okay, GT Class 2 Event 1. So this one should now, I should have the yeah, okay. Okay, so this one I need the level 1 upgrades, which I shouldn't have yet. I do have the level, no, I don't have level 1. I'm eligible for them, but I don't have them yet. And I might actually be eligible for the, no, not yet. Well, it's a 2. See, this is where if it was only a 1 lap race, I would have to go do a custom race to be able to, yeah, take care of those. All right. Yes, so I'm selecting that. And there were two events. This one should be able to get through both of those before I take another break. Checking the chat. I know Sneering's still out there somewhere. But he can't chat right now. All right. Stretch my back. I'm ready to go. I like this course. Whoa. And do I think the game is sophisticated enough to have the high atmosphere, the high altitude affect the performance of the vehicles? No, I'm sure. Not that simmy. Much more arcadey. I have played games. I'm sure a bunch of people out there have played games that, you know, if you look in the data files, they keep track of the altitude. They can adjust the performance accordingly. What would be interesting would be if they kept track of the altitude but didn't make any adjustments for electric cars. That would be interesting. I don't even know how much the lower air pressure can affect racing cars, so. Oh! That was all me. I'm not going to restart. I would like to get in there without being I'm in last, but, yeah. It is a 2-race event, so I don't mind finishing near the back of the pack. I just lost control. I can't blame that on anyone else. Are the stewards going to penalize me for that? No. Doesn't even give me a warning. I've never once gotten penalized in this game. Look, did you see that? I got a racing line achievement. Just as I was driving, right after driving off the racetrack. You will get a message if you occasionally, if you cut a corner, you'll occasionally get a message that says the stewards are they'll give you a strongly worded letter. They'll say the stewards are investigating, but yet I've never gotten a time penalty yet. Although you will get, if it's a time attack race, you will get the race invalidated. But I've never yet gotten a that lap will be invalidated. But I never had a actual race penalty. I don't even know if there's a slot for it. If you go to the results, I don't think there's any way to show what your penalty time was. I mean, they could just, if they gave you a penalty, they could just add it in. But, you know, I've never seen penalty time show up anywhere on your HUD or on the race results. I suppose they can give you a silent penalty, but I've never seen it happen. They just send you a strongly worded letter. Now I gotta get ahead of my teammate so I can tell him to hold. Now, you stay back there. Okay, we're trying to not let anyone pass. Whoa! Whoa! Is that in the same spot again? Now I can't take it off. I can't tell him to. Well, I wouldn't want to tell him to push anyway. I can pass. That's fine. Where did I finish? 8th? Playing this tutorial? This game's tutorial? Is there a tutorial? Does this game have a tutorial? You mean you're playing the story mode? Alright, let's skip through all that. No, Gold Simulator. Oh! Gold Simulator. I take it that's the name of a game? Gold, like... Gold mining and... Just gold mining or gold, extracting and... How far does that go? Mining to refining or whatever it is to making jewelry? I don't know. What a gold simulator! The entire end-to-end distribution, dentists. You know, Hollywood dentists. You got to get your gold to them. Okay, let's see. Continuing on. Some truly high-class food comes with, like, gold leaf. Seriously, you can't eat gold. I mean, probably unwise in huge amounts, but supposedly it gives you a weird taste on your mouth if you just have a little gold leaf. Add something to the taste. I don't know. Look it up. Bang it. stretching my back. And where did I finish? High enough that if I win this race, New Rascally race, I will win. Although, this is a snowy race, so winning this may be a challenge. I gotta stay on my game here. Okay, now you stay back and hold. I didn't hear if he said the guy was going to hold back or whether he said he can't defend right now. I think he said he can't defend right now. Oh, I was going to check those options. Yeah, that's a weird feature of the game that you have to unlock the ability to request your co-driver to either push or defend. And but he doesn't have to necessarily listen to you. He'll say, "Oh no, I can't do that right now." But that was a convenient double smack. Did you see that? The car on the right bumped me to the left, and then the car on the left bumped me back towards the center. But yeah, so you can put money into getting him to be more likely. Well, first you have to put money into being able to request that he holds or pushes. And then you can put more money into giving them a higher % chance of listening to that request. All the while, you can also put money into cutting his pay. Like, see, it's a really bad way to be treated. We're going to cut your pay and expect you to listen more. But you're part of the team. Don't you want to be part of the team? There's no I in team. There's no you in team. That being selfish, like you in team. There's no 22 in team either, which apparently is my name, because that's how they refer to me throughout the entire story mode. I would kind of like to be in a better position before this lap ends. Because I'm not even in the lead group yet. I did not quite get in the right line to drift, to draft him to do a slingshot pass. But whoa, that put me offline. That was, I don't know if it was my fault or his fault. It was a little contact. He might have just been defensive. He may have just been driving defensively properly. And I was responsible for the contact. Okay, now coming in, what did I come in? 7th or 8th? 8th? I probably do have to win this race to win the event. Since there's only 2, this is not a 3-race event. It's only a 2-race event. And I haven't even quite caught the leaders yet, although I'm pretty close. Gotta focus here. Okay, kind of cut him off. That was dangerous, though. Outside, inside. Yes. Yes, baby. Yes, yes, yes. Just hold it. Just hold it. Oh, I didn't hold it. Oh, I should have pinched him into the wall. That may not be enough. Oh, that wasn't enough. How many points did I miss it by? Oh, that was a bumper length. I got past him, and I did not play aggressively enough by like pushing him into the wall. That was too nice. I thought I could just beat him down the line. It's disappointing. I want to see what the if I lost by less than 5 points, is it? Oh, I didn't get the mileage I needed anyway, so I would still have to do the race over. In the event, oh, I finished third. Oh, I finished third by a lot. I would not have won. But notice Rick Scott came from somewhere to win the event. Rick Scott must have finished the first event. Well, let's see. He got 25 points. He won the first event. He won the first event, got 25 points, because that's the difference between the two. And then finished 5th. So a 1 and 5 was enough. I had a 1 and 8. Or I had a 2 and 8, which was not enough. And a 1 and 8 would not have been enough either. Because I would have gained 5 more points from this, so I would have passed second, but I would not have passed him. I needed 14 points. And 14 more points. I only needed 14 more points? Yeah, so if I would have gotten first instead of second, I would have gotten 5 more points. So I needed 9 more points. And I only got 4 points. So I would have needed 10 points, which is second. I would need a second and a second and a first to win that? No, that can't be right. Yeah, I must be doing something screwy with the math, because that can't be right. He got a first, and 10 points is sorry, 10 points is what place? What is 10 points? Where did he finish in this race? He finished 5th. Okay. So 10 points is 5th place. So I would have had to do... If I won this race, how high would I have had to do in the first race? If I won this race to get 5 more points. No, I get 7 more points. So I would be at 29. So I've only needed 6 more points. And I can get 6 points from... who has 6 points? I can get 6 more points from Ethan Cole, who finished 7th in this race. So yeah, I needed to finish higher than 10th and first. But I would have only needed to finish like... yeah, 30 points. He got 15. 24. Oh, it's 35 for this race? Oh no, that's team, sorry. Like, no. It's 25-18. 35-18, 15, 12. So, yeah. Higher than 8th. Maybe a 5th and a 2nd would have done it for me, but higher than 8th. Alright. Well, we're past our 50-minute mark, which means I'm going to take a break here, come back and rerun this race, or this event, and try not to do so bad this time. So no upgrades, just rerunning the race. And yeah, let's not do badly. Oh, I only had to finish in the top 3. Oh, I only had to finish in the top 3. Did I make my upgrades? I'm taking more time here than I would have wanted. Of course. It's not the full sheet, is it? There, that's the Porsche. I am eligible for the stage 2 upgrade, so I could move on and just take my my 3rd place in that event. I thought I had to finish first in that event. Apparently I don't. So when we come back, I will take my break, and then I will decide. Do I want to rerun that race just to get gold, because I know I could get gold, or do I want to move on? So I will make that decision during my break. If you're watching on YouTube, that'll be the end of this episode. The next episode will be out the next weekend at 6 p.m. U.S. Central Time. And times may vary around the world because we may be on different summertime or non-summertime. But I think after this episode we will be on, when this episode comes out, we will be on standard time. Right now, as I'm recording it, we're still on summertime. So, 6 p.m. Saturdays and Sundays, U.S. Central Time. Twitch, stick around. YouTube, next episode. Either way, thanks for watching. I'll see you then.